Well, this is still unclear what will happen with the migrants, especially those who don't qualify as refugees. What we know is that the Spanish government is going to grant them a 1 month residence permit until they decide their future in the coming days. All of them, of course, they have the right to seek for asylum. If the request is found consistent, they will be allowed to stay in Spain. The process can take up to 18 months. So they will be allowed to stay in Spain for all this until the application is finished, and they will be entitled to some benefits like housing and some economic help. There's been a massive response in Spain from city councils and from NGOs offering places for the migrants to stay and a lot of help for them. But we still need to see what is going to happen, especially for those that cannot qualify as refugees. Probably their future would be deportation back to their countries. Some of them, they might end up in some center internment centers for migrants that have raised some concerns from human rights activist groups regarding the conditions of those centers that are already overcrowded in Spain.
Yes, and Jaime, this is the first significant challenge for the new leader there, Pedro Sanchez, in Spain. I'm wondering, how is the government equipped to handle this, I guess, this wave of new migrants coming from the Mediterranean, and how are the Spanish public reacting to it?
Yeah, well, this is a trend that we have seen for the last 2 years in Spain, as Europe has clamped down the routes of Greece and the route from Libya. As we see, Italy is not taking in more migrants. New routes are starting, and Spain is the destination of these new routes. It's also not only the Gibraltar Strait route, straight from Morocco, but a longer and more dangerous route from Algeria is now taking a lot of strength. Last year there was 22,000 people rescued at the Mediterranean Sea by the Spanish rescue teams, and it's going to be very difficult for Pedro Sanchez to handle this new migration wave in the south of Spain. Andalusia is saying that it is not able to take more people in their centers, especially for minors. They are absolutely overcrowded. But I think that Pedro Sanchez, with the Aquarius, has now some momentum in the European Union. He is probably showing that not all Europe are against migration and refugees, that there's support from the citizens in Europe, and of course they need help from Europe. But I think that the Aquarius is going to probably change the way Europe is approaching the situation in the Mediterranean Sea at the moment.